Do you struggle with the takeaway? Are you a little bit confused on what a good takeaway looks like? Are you confused on how it actually helps your golf swing? In this video, I'm gonna give you a drill and I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into why the takeaway is important, what it needs to look like, and how it can help you create consistency. Let's get started. If you watch the best players, they keep the club in front of them. So number one, they keep the club in front of them, they don't get it way behind them. When you get it behind you, it tends to create an over-the-top motion, and we see most of our amateur players flaring the face wide open. So the face will go wide open, and then they have to try to time it and shut the face. When golf instructors, when I help people build golf swings, the goal is to build a golf swing that controls the club face and creates consistent contact. We've got to control the club face by making it more stable in the backswing. To do that, we've got to get the face to be square in the backswing. So what is square? Well, square, if I take the leading edge right here of the golf club, if I take the leading edge right there, and if I turn, I want to keep that leading edge matching my spine. So if I turn and then I lean over, you're going to notice this line is matching my spine. So if I go here, I turn, I lean over, you're going to see that leading edge is matching my spine. That's square. If your club face is toe up or pointing to the sky, that's an open club face. If your face is open in the backswing, you're gonna have to do something to square it up on the downswing. Either you do and it becomes a flip hook, or you don't and you leave the face wide open, and every now and then you'll probably time it correctly. We don't wanna do that. We wanna take the club back with the face square. Number two, good players create width. They don't break the elbow early. They turn the chest and they keep the club in front of them and not break the elbow. Most amateur players will take the club back, flare it open, break this elbow early, and they look something like this. Good players will actually, this arm will stay straighter, longer, and they turn their chest a lot at the beginning, which keeps the club in front of them, just like so. If you can keep the club in front of you and create some width, if you can keep the club in front of you here, and get the face matching your spine, if you can hit those three checkpoints, you have a good takeaway. Here's a drill that's gonna help you do that. You're gonna take your lead arm, you're gonna go underneath your trail arm, right underneath your elbow, just like this. So just like this, right underneath, right here. This is gonna lock your elbow into place. If you feel the arm or the elbow try to break early, you're gonna feel it pushing against this hand right here. If you move the club head first, you're gonna feel your chest not move and see the club head move first. What we want is the club head, the hands, and the chest to move in one piece. You've probably heard this term, one piece takeaway. This is how you do it. Right here, turn. You're gonna see my chest turn a lot. You're gonna see this arm straight, just like so. Now, what I want you to try to do is hit those checkpoints. Number one, you're gonna feel the width, because the elbow's not breaking. You would have to literally bend like this. It feels wrong. You're not gonna be able to do it. Number two, we wanna get the club in front of us. Now, let's talk about how to do that real quick with this drill. How you do this drill and keep the club in front of you is you've gotta add a little bit of hinge this way. What you don't wanna do is hinge back behind you. You wanna hinge up. So the thumb should be working towards your nose or towards your head this way. So you're gonna add a little bit of hinge to get it up in front of you, and go ahead and pay attention to that club face. Get that club face matching your spine. So you may have to go really slow at first, just like that. And again, you'll feel this elbow try to pull off and you'll be like, wait a minute, I've got to turn my chest and keep that in front of me. Once you've done that drill several times and you've kind of generated a feel of what that trail arm is supposed to do and how the chest is supposed to move, then add both hands onto the club and go, okay, if I pretend that my left arm is, or my lead arm is underneath my trail elbow, this is what it looks like. Just like so. Then we're gonna hit some shots. We're gonna go super slow because I need time to process this motion. So I'm gonna go back, swing through. I'm gonna hit another one here. If you need to go back to the drill and do it a couple times, do it. But here's my biggest tip. Use video evidence to see if you're doing this right. because feeling real is not gonna match up here. You're gonna go instantly to breaking that elbow and flicking it inside if that's what you're struggling with. Make sure you're using some kind of video evidence on whether or not you're getting this correct. If you use video evidence and you do this drill and you really work on feeling this elbow stay straighter longer, you get that chest more involved, you get that club in front of you, you'll start to see your face not be open as much. You'll start to create more consistency of the club face. But remember, be patient when you're working on this, because when you're thinking about backswing, contact gets harder. The ball may not fly better right then, but if you can start to create the habit of creating width and get the chest more involved, get the club in front of you, once that starts to become a habit, you won't have to think so much about the backswing and you can put your focus more on contact. Because listen, you can't think about two things at once. It's impossible at 100% efficiency. So if you want to focus on contact and make contact good, you first have to turn that into a habit. Give this drill a shot. It's really going to help your golf game. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you haven't done that already. I do want to offer you something special. I want to offer you my Pure Strike Masterclass. This masterclass is going to go a little bit deeper into the takeaway, clear up a few more things. It's going to talk about how to fix contact errors on the face. It's also going to talk about a release pattern that helps you square up the club face. It's my favorite masterclass when it comes to developing a pure strike. It's completely free to you. The link is in the description below. Go check that out. It's completely free. I love what I do. I want to share with you my knowledge, so go check it out. Besides that, we'll see you next time. Peace.